Greetings, this is Joel West. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about how to add video and audio to your slides. So one thing I usually use video for is timers. And we always have students, we ask students to log in 5 minutes before class starts so that they can prepare for class. And so one of the things I like to use is I like to use timers off of YouTube. So you go to the Insert tab, go to Video, and you get a 5 minute timer. And real simple, you put it in there, you resize it to where it doesn't take up too much space, but it's still visible. And then when you present the slide, I'm having issues with, there's one element in my slides that isn't working. So just bear with me for a moment here, show it anyway. All right. And then you can start the timer. You can also set that in a more advanced setting to come on automatically. I prefer doing it this way, where I click start. Another thing that students have found pretty engaging is I like to put music on there instead. So say it's a Friday, I like to put in the song Friday I'm in Love by The Cure. All right, and that's about 4 minutes long, so it takes up the amount of time that I need. It's a video. Sometimes some schools it doesn't allow the video, but there are also, oh, see how it says video unavailable. The uploader has not made this video available in your country for some reason, so I had to go to a different one, and of course. I believe I went with this one. But I don't need it to take up very much space. I don't want the kids getting distracted with the lyrics or all that. The sound is more important. So again, it's going to take a second to load because I copied this from another presentation and there are some elements. I think it's my Bitmoji, but all right. So it's just another way to liven things up and make kids feel connected, right? So another thing that you can do is you can add your voice. So online voice recorder, if you Google that, is a really simple way to do that. You go in here, just start recording. Greetings, students. This is Mr. West. I need you to go ahead and log into Pear Deck and fill out the Do Now in Google Classroom before we get started. We'll see you in a few minutes. And you just do something like that, save it, it puts it down here. And then I have a folder in my drive called audio, just real simple. And then you just drag the one that you recorded up there, rename it, sample audio 2, right? I'll just name it something simple. And then I go back over here and I can go insert audio. And if I pick from my drive, I can pick the most recent thing. It's always going to be on the top left here. Click that, select. It'll give you a little button here. And then when I present my presentation, even in Pear Deck, it'll allow me to. Greetings, students. This is Mr. West. I just want to remind you that before class begins. And then you're not repeating yourself every period with the same thing. I always have that message in there or something like it at the beginning of my slides. And you can pre-record your entire slide presentation, put in the work ahead of time, and that way you can also keep everything on time when you're presenting. So as soon as he's done talking, then you can start the music. Right. And then it works really nicely. And then every once in a while, as kids come in, you can play that greeting again, make sure you're logged in, etc. So these are just a couple great tips. And I use them all the time. And I hope these are helpful.